Hello, this is Liz from Artist Liz on YouTube, and I just wanted to do a reading today, Sunday, the 31st of May. I want to just read this little, I guess it could be like a short poem first to start out with. And okay, so it says, to see the world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand, an eternity in an hour. And it's by William Blake. So today I will be reading cards from Blue Angels Oracle deck. It's a beautiful deck. You'll see the cards. And a new Trish James deck that I received, a signature Oracle. Just a few cards, 3 cards from there. I felt like it needed something in addition to what I'm reading. So I just want to say that when I read from cards, I have never looked at the book, the little booklet that comes with the deck. I just look at the cards and see what comes to me. So there's one card in this deck, the Blue Angels Oracle, that when I looked at it, I felt certain things and what it meant. But I wanted, for some reason, I just wanted to look that particular card up. And when we get to it, I'll explain. So these cards are just, I can't say enough, they're stunning, the artwork. So with that said, the first card is Abundance Mandala. So this, when I look at this card, I feel like this, let me just, little sidebar, I feel like this reading is definitely for the collective, definitely more for, if you want to say, our country, our world, on spiritual levels more than anything else, I feel, of different realms. So I really felt that when I looked at these cards. So with this, if you can see, look at the intricate, different, almost like honeycombs. So Abundance Mandala. So what I see is there's different avenues that we can take as a people, as on a spiritual level, human level, but it feels more connected to the spiritual, our spiritual beings, our soul. So this card has, it's very intricate, which would describe us. None of us are the same. Now, we do bring parts of us from past lives into this lifetime. So those things might seem familiar to you. You know how people say deja vu? But really what it is it's a kind of subconscious memory of something we either lived before, said before, been before. Also, it's something that could be like a prediction, that you're getting kind of a message for something that's to come. So with this card, I feel like we are eventually will connect. It's almost like a birth here, coming up through the middle and finding that beautiful light through here, that we'll eventually come together collectively. I see down the road and into, if you want to say, our next lifetime, or the future of the world, really, the universe. So the next card, A New Earth. Because we have to come together to move forward. Okay? The new earth is the way that we are transitioning to a shifting that we are in the process of making, of beginning. We may not be aware of that, all of us, but it's happening without us. So you might get little signs of it, where you can feel it on a soul level. I even will go as far as a cellular level. You might feel changes in your physicality, the body, but it's much deeper than that, and it's much higher than that, meaning the universe, the expansion, okay? So there will be a new earth that will be the product of these changes that are coming and actually have started, okay? So this is Diva Magic, okay? See if you can, it's really kind of a beautiful card. Let me pull it back a little bit so you can see it clearer. So this, to me, when I looked at it, doesn't this look like an eye there in that rose? So the universe is alive on more than just, oh, that's a tree and there's the cloud. It's a live, breathing entity. And it's more than just the physical presence that we are in, okay? It is a much bigger, expansion of that. So with that said, but I also feel, looking at this card, is the rise of the feminine, okay? That we women have been, I think, slowly coming together, supporting one another. It doesn't always seem like that, and we have a ways to go yet, but the process has begun, okay? So we have to collectively, as women, come together, join one another, support one another, take our power back, feel that, and take that strength that we have. Women are very powerful, okay? So we need to use that feminine energy to help change the world. As you see, it's a very beautiful, beautiful, powerful card, okay? So, all right, so the next card, if I can pick it up, is Life Everlasting. Pull it back a little bit. Life Everlasting. So for me, this is really, it's very in-depth card. There's a lot of symbolisms for planets. This is Earth, other planets from other realms. There can be realms that are like a hair thin, that separate us from another us, so to speak. So I feel like as we go along, we are going to nurture each other, these other realms, and come together to build this new earth, okay? As well as a new, basically, planet, not well, of course, Earth is the planet, but other, in the solar system, speaking in the solar system, and the cosmos, stars, we have some of the same elements that are in stars are in human beings, okay? So we definitely have come from the cosmos. We didn't just poof, we're here. So there but with that said, there are reincarnations, lifetimes to come, lifetimes from the past. So look at all these beautiful colors. Water, symbolic, moving water. So breaking through the stagnation that we may feel, that you guys may feel that we are in right now, kind of like feeling stuck. But look at that, coming down and giving birth to new colors, to flowers coming around. Almost looks like one of my paintings, but coming through here with swashes of color and reaching up to the earth, the universe, and other planets. Even this could be more than just Earth that it's showing you. Okay, so life everlasting, a continuation of life, even obviously past our lifetime this time. So we will see other lifetimes to come. Okay, so we have to, it's extraordinarily important to take care of the planet that we are on and the cosmos, the other planets. I know they're talking about going to live on other planets, and I have had dreams about that. In past lives, I've seen other planets. I've been there. So, but I think before we just jump into that, we should really heal and take care of the planet we are presently on. And here comes guidance to do that. Okay? Guidance to do that. See, these are figures, if you really look, and coming through to help us. And the beautiful trees around in spots of color and light. So when I paint, it's funny that I think I was drawn to this deck because a lot of my paintings have the same feel and pull. And I just found this deck, I think I've had it maybe 2 months, 3 months tops. And I just kind of started using it. But it really, I can really connect with it as far as the colors, the patterns and design of the colors reaching up. Now, some people might say, oh, that's the tower, symbolic of the tower. But here, it's guidance coming from a source that's greater than we are on this planet, okay? So it's galactic guidance from the cosmos, from alien tribes. So they are trying to, like, hello, basically, you need to wake up now. Yeah. So I love the fact that they're using such brilliant colors to signify the beauty that our planet can be, that the beauty that our planet is. It was before, how do I say this? Before man has caused destruction on it in some areas, it was more beautiful. We have to get back to that and then some, moving forward, cleansing the earth, cleansing ourselves, and move forward, which leads to fertility. Okay, a rebirthing of human beings as a whole, rebirthing of the planets with an S, the whole solar system, clouds, sky, the trees, anything you can think of that's living and breathing, okay? So that's what I see here. We will get there. We will get there. So have hope, have faith, Look at the beautiful illumination. This is almost to me like pods or rebirthing of things, and this beautiful crown around her head. So just trying to see if I get anything else by looking at this card. It's very intriguing to me. It's not just a physical birth, which that's part of it, because I do believe in lifetimes to come, human beings will be not only different, but in a kind of different form. We will evolve. We will be able to communicate without words, without speech that comes out of our mouths, telepathically. So we are giving birth to new creation, if you want to, yeah, new creation. Okay, so this is that card. Synchrotron. And I'll show it to you. Synchrotron. This one gave me chills. Okay? Not in a bad way, necessarily. But chills because I feel like we're evolving. We will be. Once we get kind of past this time period, we will get to this rebirthing. Look at all the planets. You can see them there, coming around through here, here, and here, and this person figure. I can't quite tell if it's male or female. I don't think it matters, to be honest. But it's a figure representing a life form or life. And I feel like, not to be cliche, but it's like coming in peace, showing us the way, the journey, the path to help ourselves, to help the universe, the planet. I know I keep repeating that, but I keep getting that. I think that's the main message, is it's not too late to do things that will help ourselves and us in an entirety, encompassing everything down to cellular levels, okay? Not just the physical, what you see, okay? In through our bodies and out through the crown chakra and into the universe and the cosmos, galaxy. I'm seeing stars. I'm seeing life forms. Whew. I could feel a chill. It's almost like I feel this is more female. If I had to assign a vibe to it, because she's leading us down a pathway to the future. Okay, so we need them and they need us. It has to be a collaborative effort to survive, for all of us to survive, not just humans, well, what we call human beings. So they're showing us, I'm going to say she because that's what I keep getting. So she's showing us and going back to that divine feminine energy, okay? And nothing against men. I have nothing against men. I'm just saying it's the divine energy of feminine, okay? So it's almost like, come on, I've been trying to tell you, come with me. But I think it's going to get to a point where we can't ignore the calling, is what I get, the calling to us. So, yeah, wow. She's showing me, um, I'm seeing her holding hands of little ones. Uh, oh my, wow. I feel like I can see almost where we're going to evolve to down the road. Okay, now I'm talking, it could be 100 years from now. I don't quite think it's that far down the road, but it's not right now. But just know we are heading in that direction. So, and they are really trying to grab our attention, and we must listen. We have to get out of our own way. We have to get out of that fear level, that level of fear that we have sometimes when we think. Some people are, think of alien life forms or terrestrial or other life forms as something scary because they put that in movies. Not all. Some movies are really accurate, actually, or very close. So, yeah, they want us to know. They're using the words, it's an weird expression, but friendly fire. Not a foe. So I feel like coming down, I may not be on the planet anymore. I think it's past this lifetime for people my age and even maybe babies that are getting ready to be born. It might be past their lifetime. We're going to have to accept the peaceful invitation, is what I just got. Invitation to connect with these beings. They're smarter than we are, and they have a lot to show us, a lot to help us with. So, yeah, okay, yeah. Look, the next card, Ascension into Light. Look how beautiful that is. Let's see if I can get it clear enough. Ascension into Light. That's them. Look at all the little ways, pathways. Everything so far is almost like a pathway. We go this way, back and forth, rock back and forth, and then we meet this beautiful light here, coming like in a swirl, light around here. Even the clouds have some illumination. And the trees, there's trees. Have you noticed? There's trees in a lot of these images around this. And even through here, these bushes are lit up. What is that back there? It almost looks like there's a little body of water back there and like a almost sailboat looking thing. So it really is something else, and I feel like we're going to be walking through this coming up in the future. Probably our next 1 or 2 lifetimes. I'll be 64 in July. So maybe by the time, hopefully I live a long time. But anyway, so maybe by the time, say 50 years from now, the children that are born then, they might see this. Okay? This is almost, if you look here, I got the words wormhole. Okay? Wormhole. And walking through that into this other realm. I've seen portals. I've seen alien life. So I've gotten messages, all kinds of things. But anyway, I'll save that for a different thing I'm going to be doing. So, okay, with that said, we are headed to this beautiful light. Just know that. Maybe our next lifetime or lifetime after, but we're heading that way, okay? You know, this deck is connected a lot to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, I have always been drawn to. I feel like Archangel Michael has really been present in my life because I've been through a tremendous amount of things. And I joked around in the past and said, you know, Archangel Michael's my dude, because he has definitely been there for me. I know, of course, millions of others, but there's something very special about him. I don't talk about a lot about archangels, but Archangel Michael, yes. So Michael descent, okay, and he's coming in through here and this light, and you can see the people looking up. Even I don't know if these are, yeah, there's like birds also looking up and walking through that ring of light where he's coming through, and it even is up here coming through, coming in to existence, where we can connect with him now. But I almost feel like definitely when we pass on, he's one archangel that's there a lot, is what I'm getting. Like he's a, I'm hearing helping hand to help us move through that transition when it's our time. I know our birth angels, you know, help us come in, but I also feel like they are there when we transition out of this body that we're in right now, when it's our time. What's the next card? Archangel Michael, right here. The beautiful light, beautiful, that looks like a poppy flower, beautiful flowers. If you notice in some of the flowers, like this one here, the Diva Magic, they look like there's an eyeball in there, okay? This one does too. Here, like all the, they're not just the little bud part. There's vision coming through there. And it just shows too that we are all connected to everything, including plant life, especially trees. Trees are magical. May sound corny to some people. Go hug a tree. Just close your eyes and feel that. I used to practice Qigong. I want to get back into that. And I would do it connected to trees. And I could literally feel them. Okay, and feel the roots and your feet going down into the earth. And they are very, very nurturing and healing. So, but yeah, Archangel Michael, he's going to play a big role coming down the road, and well, he already does in my life, but I'm sure many others. But when the earth shifts, he's going to play a big role in that. So the last card for this deck that I pulled was Angel Song. Okay, Angel Song. The path going through, showing us the way to beautiful light, showing all the sparkles. If you want to say orbs, Sometimes when I give people readings, I see they almost look like illuminated, how I would describe as dragonflies, but they're not. It's almost like fairies, some little, you know, delicate beings. But they're very good. They're very good. So when I see them in people's readings, I'm like, okay, even if it's a reading where the person is struggling or going through a hard time or afraid of something that's coming, and when I see them, it's a very, very good sign. So even though we are on the cusp of having to change and heal and improve our planet and us as the human beings, there's hope. The angel song, and I do feel like the angels are singing to us. They are showing us the way. They are showing us the light. They're showing us hope, is what I'm getting, the word hope. Yeah, all is not lost. So hang on to that. So the last 3 cards are from the Trish James deck of the signature oracle deck. So the first card is focus, mindfulness. What is it that you want to change in your lifetime, in your life right now? What is it that you want to change? Focus on that. Be mindful of what you want to change. Envision it. People use the word a lot, manifest, but there is definitely something to that. But focus on what it is that you want to change in your life. And then the next is cleanse, mind, body, home. And with that, I would say you're going to be coming to where you're going to cleanse yourself. Now, it can be through nourishment, change of diet, spiritual cleanse, sage, sweetgrass, getting as healthy as we can in every way, not just physical, but in every way. So work on that. And then the last card is searching to find yourself. I think what can happen is we get so involved and so distracted in things that are going on, not only in the world, but in our everyday daily lives. So we can sometimes tend to lose ourselves in all of that whole process. And we've all been there, but take a moment to focus on you. Think about what can make you feel better. What is it that you want that you may not be getting? And it can include support of family and friends, your community. I think we lost kind of the sense of community, but I feel like there's shifts happening, okay, that are going to lead us back to that sense of community, to helping your neighbor, checking on your neighbors, making sure they are okay. People we may see that we don't even know that need help. But find yourself, find what you are missing, or what you feel like you're missing in your life, and make the changes that feed your soul. But don't forget, mind, body, and your home. Okay, so your vessel, your being, can be home. Okay, as well as your physical place of where you live. Now, that card, this card here, the Synchrotron card, I said I have never ever read the book of any decks I have ever gotten, because I wanted to read from what I see when I look at the cards, what I feel. I didn't want anything to taint that, to tarnish the true meaning of what I see and what I get when I look at the cards. So I'm just going to read what that card means this time. Okay. So think outside the square, beyond the limit of your thoughts. It is possible to think through your heart. Try it. Infinite possibilities, your physical reality. Infinite possibilities exist inside you. There are ideas, creative solutions from beyond your physical reality. You can create all your heart desires. Feel the imaginative impulses transmitted from beyond space and time. There are worlds within worlds and entire universes within a particle of light. Through this card, you can see and randomly create. This is a card of joyful creation. All you wish to be can now be. Keep the greater good of all in mind, and let there be love in all you do. I feel the fact that I was drawn to read this means something. So take that message with you if you have to replay this video and look at, listen to that message, but also one last view of this card. Look how extraordinary that is. So, with that said, remember, you are loved. People care for you. Even if you feel alone in this world, you are not alone. Reach out to someone. Could be a stranger on YouTube. I found a whole community here that many have embraced me without a second thought. Showed me love, grace, kindness that I didn't even feel from my own family at times. So I always had said, blood doesn't make family. You find your family along the way. Okay, I have friends that are family and family that aren't family. So I know I am not the only one that feels that way. Remember, reach out to anyone that you feel connected to. You know intuitively. We all have intuition, okay? We're born with that. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here still. Look how many years we survived, So rely on that and reach out if you need to. You are worth it. You are worth living, okay? You're worth happiness, peace of mind. Remember that always. I love you guys. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day and a wonderful week. And thank you very much for listening and coming to watch these videos. I hope I can help in some way. That's my motivation with this channel. And to show my work, of course, my artwork. But this helps me too. Okay. This helps me too. So with that, have a lovely evening and many blessings to all of you. Okay. Bye-bye.